Hi, my name is Sandy, and I am an alcoholic. I got sober in Louisville, Kentucky, August 27th, 1979. So this August 27th, I will have 39 years. I was 25 years old when I got sober in AA in 1979. Now remember, this is before Betty Ford, before anyone ever heard of detox centers. They did not call it rehab then. It was just the place where the drunks were dumped off. And that is exactly what happened to me. Is my mother and my brother came to get me in a drunken stupor in my apartment where I lived by myself, where I was drinking booze 24/7 at 25 years old, college graduate, trying to commit suicide by alcohol. Well, on a 25-year-old body, that's hard to do, because I would nevertheless wake up the next morning and be sad all day until I got my booze. And that's how I lived my life. So I woke up in a detox center, not knowing what in the world a detox was. Parents had nothing to do with me. Everyone just put me out like trash on the corner. They didn't want me. They didn't understand that alcoholism is a disease, and I had a disease. But I didn't know that. So nevertheless, I went into the group area, and I decided what I need to do is find a new higher power in the rooms of detox. So what's that called? It's called a boyfriend. And my AA boyfriend, I saw this gorgeous man across the room that had scratches all over him and bruises where he'd been beat up, and he was a scrapper, and that was so sexy to me. That is how sick I was. I loved a scrapper. So he was my choice, and by God, I made it. So we became a couple in detox. Then we became a couple in the next 4 weeks in the program that this place offered to us in Kentucky. So what happens when you do that is that the counselors don't like it one bit, and they came in and sent me away out on the streets. They let him stay there, but they sent me away. And where I ended up was from an upper middle class family in a beautiful home in Louisville, Kentucky. I ended up college educated in the Salvation Army. And that is where my drinking took me. So now I have 38 years of sobriety. Do you know how lucky I am that God chose me to get to do my whole career? I'm retired now. I went my whole career, my whole love life, my whole romance life, my whole friendships, my getting my family back, sober because of Alcoholics Anonymous. Not because of anything else, because of Alcoholics Anonymous. I worked the 12 steps. I got a sponsor right away. We were good friends. We talked all the time. I went to a lot of meetings. I hung out with the girls. And of course, my detox boyfriend only lasted 3 years because I decided, not him, I decided I do not want to live on this roller coaster. And it was nevertheless a poor choice, to say the least, and certainly not the right forum to choose a husband in. So I decided to get a divorce. And after that, my career shot up, and I became a pharmaceutical rep. For 38 years, I have been selling pharmaceuticals. And I have just recently retired, and I am living a wonderful life because you know what? I did all the things that AA teaches us to do, to check in with your gut, to say, am I doing the right thing here? Is this the right thing today? Should I buy this house? Should I spend this money? Or should I invest in a 401k and look into my retirement and take care of myself and pay attention to the future that is laying there in front of me, that is there because I am sober and only because I am sober, following the 12 steps of AA. There is nothing more important in my life, even at this length of sobriety, that is more important than Alcoholics Anonymous. Not my family, not job, not financials, just absolutely nothing. There is nothing that gives me more pleasure. There is nothing that gives me more reward. The most grateful thing in my life that has ever occurred for me is not physical fulfillment, is not stuff that I can buy. It is the rooms of AA meetings and the friendships that I particularly have made in the women's meetings. And with that, I want to say thank you to all who help us stay sober in the beginning and all the way into our 30-plus years. Thank you.